What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ryan from 90s Nostalgia. So, 2 weeks ago, I decided to pull the trigger and I ordered myself the Goku Genkei Dama Matsuri SH Figure Arts figure, and it just got me thinking about that figure and everything attached to Dragon Ball Z. And so, I went ahead and I pulled 5 great facts from Dragon Ball Z that I forgot about, maybe you forgot about, and one of them Akira Toriyama definitely forgot about. So, for the first one, let's just kick it off with this. We all know Dragon Ball Z is pretty lighthearted in the sense it doesn't off people that often, unless you're Krillin or Yamcha. But seriously, do you know Goku's only taken down 2 villains permanently? Can you guess which 2 those are? Well, so for the first one, if you guessed Yakon, Yakon was from the Majin Buu saga. He was one of the first battle stages inside the ship that Goku had to fight against, and he ended up offing him. The other one, Kid Buu. Genuinely, the only one we've really seen getting offed by a Genkei Dama or a Spirit Bomb. So, Goku, with the help of Mr. Satan, Vegeta, and a whole host of other things, had to take down Kid Buu with a massive galactic size spirit bomb from everybody in the universe. I just thought that's kind of a funny fact. It's almost right up there with the Spider-Man animated series. You only saw Spider-Man punch like 5 people. So one of my favorite parts about Dragon Ball Z, honestly, is just the puns. I love me a good pun, and you see it clear cut in the names. So when you're looking at all the Saiyans, Goku, Vegeta, all of them, you're going to be seeing such things like Vegeta, offshoot of vegetable. Raditz is going to be an offshoot of radish. Goku, or Kakarot actually, is going to end up being a play off of carrot. But then you take a look over the pond at like Frieza and his family. You've got Frieza, play off Freezer. You've got Cool, or Cooler, clear as cut, Igloo. But then you've got King Cold. Then you look over at Bulma and Vegeta's family, and Bulma's whole family is a play off undergarments. So it's just funny that in the Japanese translation, their kid's name is Bra, but then even Bulma's a play off bottoms. So this one is a play if you've actually read the source material in the mangas. Goku's hair is white. Yep, in Super Saiyan form, his hair is white. And so in the Genkei Dama Matsuri figure, that's why it's a direct translation of the manga adaptation. This is because Akira Toriyama actually needed to start shifting, and he was encouraged by his editors to create a transformation because having to color in all of that black on Goku's hair took a lot of extra time. So this was actually a time-saving function by bringing in Super Saiyan 1 in the Frieza saga. This now starts saving a bunch of time when the editors and colorists are working on the manga series. But then once we get the anime, it becomes the traditional yellow that we all know. But in the manga, it's white, as you can see here. This next one's strange, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. So what would you think Sonic the Hedgehog and the Sega team have in common with Dragon Ball Z? Well, if you guessed quite a few things and quite a few influences, then you would be right. So Sonic the Hedgehog and the Sega team over in Japan were highly influenced by Dragon Ball Z. You see it in such things as Sonic and his team constantly going out looking for the 7 Chaos Emeralds. Sounds something like our 7 Dragon Balls. There's a supersonic function for not just Sonic, but for pretty much anybody in his team that can get their hands on the 7 Chaos Emeralds. Kind of sounds like a Super Saiyan transformation. But it clear as cut. The Sega team were very much influenced and clearly loved Dragon Ball Z, the franchise and series, and this was shown in the game. And this final one really just revolves around Vegeta. So I always wondered why, like Planet Arlia Vegeta, looked totally different from about mid-Saiyan arc Vegeta, because it totally shifted in the color scheme and everything. Well, this was because Vegeta and Nappa were just going to be one-off villains. They were actually going to be wiped out. And it wasn't until a popularity contest that Vegeta actually started raising in the ranks. And so Akira Toriyama and his editing team and senior staff were like, you probably should keep this guy on. We probably should do something with him. And that's when we start seeing the transition almost into that anti hero that he ends up becoming in the series. So I just thought that was funny that he originally just wanted it off him, but this became a money grab. And I ain't mad at him for it at all.